Hello everyone and welcome back to Wildlife Park 2, and we are here with our unicorns creating a unicorn forest. And I actually, oh my gosh, did that part of the tree just disappear? Oh, okay, there it goes. It was just a little glitch thing for a second. I thought like the unicorns were destroying the forest and it really surprised me. Is he gonna jump? He jumped! All right, so we are back in Wildlife Park 2, and yes, I mentioned it to you guys yesterday. Personally, as far as zoo simulators go, I really love Zoo Tycoon 2. But I thought we'd just enjoy this for a few days and try making a mythical zoo. I mean, this does look kind of cool. I like their little glowy motion, and it definitely makes me, oh my gosh, when they jump, it is the weirdest and coolest thing at the same time. It definitely makes me want to actually start a unicorn challenge in The Sims 3 at some point, because you can get different patterns going on. You can ride your unicorns. But for now, like I said, we're just going to kind of see what we've got tucked away in Wildlife Park 2, just to see what happens. After all, I'm still surprised by the adorable little picnic benches and the fact that like the unicorns, they're pretty interesting. Oh, they need some minerals. That's right. So let's go ahead. We're going to put down some rocks for them to hopefully be able to lick. They're not really exploring a lot of the area just yet. So hopefully we've made a big enough space for them. I was really worried. Oh, there they go. Look at them. They're licking rocks. If they're unicorns, I like to imagine, like, what if the minerals they need are actually diamonds? Oh, that would be really cool if they, like, had to eat diamonds. If you were they're kind of stabbing each other with their horns right now, so I'm a little worried about that part of things. But really, if you were going to keep unicorns and they had to be super fancy and eat minerals, don't you think unicorns should eat, like, diamonds or something expensive like that? Makes a lot of sense to me. Makes a lot of sense to me. Now, what about our guests are complaining about lack of decoration. They want to see more. I like you, man number one, because you want to see more plants. So I can totally approve of that. And he wants something to drink. So we'll work on decorations in just a moment too. And we're also going to work on hopefully providing a little bit more for our unicorns to enjoy here in this forest, and maybe even more forest animals. So like I said, don't stress about it. Just sit back, relax, enjoy the experience as we just try out until Halloween what it's like to raise some of the mythological creatures in Wildlife Park 2. So, what should we put in here next? I was kind of thinking, oh, you can add little raccoons. Oh my goodness. I really do want to see what would happen if we made this a mixed species exhibit. So maybe I want to put in the deer, not the dragons. I think we'll go ahead and give the dragons their own particular place inside of the zoo. But yeah, why don't we see, what would a deer need if we wanted to add in? Oh, they're so tiny compared to the unicorns. That is so interesting. But they would need space to run. They would need the same kind of lowland environment. Oh, and they want a size of herd 80? They want 7 to 80 members in their herd. Oh my gosh. Okay. Wow. I guess we can add in 7 deer in just a second here. And they want, like, let's see, anything else? Just their maturity. Yeah, offspring. Okay. So I guess we'll add in, let's do 5 females. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And 2 males. And they can kind of figure out who's going to be in charge in the area here. Oh my gosh, they move so quick. Look at how fast they are. Hello, everybody. Oh my goodness, there's so many deer. And the unicorns are just ignoring them. Wow, look at them run around the place. All right, so they're quite hungry. They're making me very glad that I added in so many food sources. And now we definitely need to start thinking about adding in some more plants too, so they don't overgraze things. And also so it just looks nicer over here. Oh, American boxwoods. I am a bit of a fan of boxwood bushes. I will admit, a lot of people actually notice that, like when we are playing Sims, I tend to build a lot with the boxwood bush. But that's also because the boxwood bush, it's a nice, it's a boxy bush. It fills up space nicely, just adds a dash of greenery really easily. Oh no, I forgot how the plants need things too. I totally forgot about that. Okay, so don't put plants like on the little rocks. Whoa, what's going on over here? You don't like the weather? Well, I'm sorry. I can't control the weather. That's literally outside of my abilities. Okay, now it's doing well. And look at the unicorn run by. Majestic and beautiful. Come on, why aren't you happy? She wants to go shopping. So woman 1 wants to go shopping. She wants something to drink and there's no decoration. Well, right now I'm working on making a unicorn forest, ma'am. So you're going to need to just hang on just a second. Ooh, this cinnamon fern looks really cool. And I totally forgot. Another shout out to Zoo Tycoon too. The fact that the ferns are probably going to yell at me because they're not happy. I totally forgot how the plants need to be taken care of as well. I can't just spam them all over the place like I normally do. That's okay. It's really good to kind of stretch your wings a little bit and try something new now and then. Now let's see what we're going to do. Oh, we could put a bunch of corn in. I know deer love corn. I know the deer loved my garden and they ate the whole thing pretty quickly. Cinnamon fern, American boxwood, tobacco plant, seaweed. We could put in some giant seaweed. Oh, beautiful. Look at the sunflowers. Let's get some sunflowers kind of tucked over here. They would be really nice kind of over at the entrance, I think. Sort of like as a little divider. Nice. And what else do we have? Wow, I can't even pronounce this guy. I have no idea, but they produce nectar, so good to know. These guys produce nectar too, and so do these guys. Very lovely. So we've also got almond trees, which apparently help with the nectar too. We have a few other, a crepe myrtle. I am a big fan of crepe myrtles. They're very, very pretty. And we're trying to go for things that would kind of match pretty well with the unicorns too. Because we really want, the unicorns are sort of the star of the show right now. We really want them to be able to stand out. Pawpaw trees. What else do we have in here? I'm not really, honey mesquite, familiar with things that would grow in Germany really easily. So what are some of the plants we've already got? American beech, gray poplar, linden. So we've got quite the variety of plants here so far. Let's go all the way to the back and kind of work our way back. So if I was going to make a unicorn forest, would I, willow trees would be really pretty. Red maple. I would definitely mix in some red maple. Let's mix in some red maple because I think they look pretty awesome and they're going to help the unicorns when they're sort of have that shiny gleam to their horn. I think that these red maples would definitely help out. This is very lovely. And then we'll surround the red maples with a whole bunch of plants and flowers. There we go. They make very good accent trees now that we've actually started to put some of them in. I like it. I like it. And I'll even tuck one back here. Very nice. Very nice. The unicorns are still very happy jumping over their little rocks. And let's see. Australian somethings. Honey mesquites. Why are you unhappy? I miss my fellow. He's right over there. I'm doing well. They only want a maximum or a minimum herd size of 2 animals. So they need to just like calm down. They're fine. All right. And it's going to rain again. It rains a lot here, doesn't it? All right. So let's continue putting some things down in their yard. And I guess we're going to be over at flowers now. So I think we'll probably fill up quite a few plants just kind of in the different spots. And maybe I'll just, yeah, look at that. That's so lovely. Very lovely. And now I need something to sort of tuck at the bottom though. Azaleas. Azaleas would be pretty nice as like little nectar pieces here and there. And we can kind of tuck them around. Azaleas, you behave yourselves. The ground is too soft. Well, as long as you guys don't die. Oh dear. Okay, what do they need a hardness of? So they need a hardness of 50 to 80. Maybe it's not worth it to put the... Oh my gosh, they spawned butterflies all on their own. It's worth it to put them down. Or maybe the unicorns attracted the butterflies. They do that in The Sims 3. I am very excited for when we are going to actually have... when we're going to have our unicorn challenge. It is going to happen. It's just we're so swamped with things already. And we're just going to have fun. Let's do this. The unicorn's laying down. I didn't even know they did that. There we go. Hopefully that'll make this guy a little happier. There you go. Yeah, look at that. That is so cool. So I think we'll just have to kind of gently pamper our little azaleas because I think the azaleas look awesome. And we'll have to pamper our guest in a minute or two here as well. But I'm trying to sort of spruce this whole area up. And I kind of made a gigantic unicorn forest field thing. So it takes a little bit to spend some time to come over and put plants everywhere. The end effect will probably be really nice though, so I think it'll be worth it to make a unicorn forest. We'll worry about lining the fencing in just a second. I think we're gonna go with, do I want to pick in some cabbage plants? No corn. There's also seagrass, but I don't think I really want to put seagrass or reeds down. Yeah, I think we're just gonna go with these flowers then. So we're gonna go with the nice white flowers and we'll sort of mix in the purple ones. Anybody else? Maybe some of these guys from time to time. Not sure. I don't think we need... Do we want the sunflowers like actually in here? Maybe like over here? That's kind of pretty. Okay, I could kind of deal with that. I don't know about the almond tree though. I feel like the almond tree is too pink. Too pink. All right, so we'll maybe put a couple sunflowers in now and then, but for the most part, let's just go ahead, put down tons and tons. I can't rotate the plants, which is kind of a bummer, but we'll put down tons and tons of plants. I don't think it's as pretty as my Zoo Tycoon 2 zoos, but that's okay, because we're just having some fun for a little while. All right, we'll put those guys down. Look at all the deer. The deer seem happy at least, and then these are quite lovely. Hey, 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 hey. Don't fuss at me about this. You're lovely. Just be pretty. Just be pretty and happy, flowers. All right, so hopefully, yeah, we'll just fill this whole area in with flowers. And then apparently if people don't have something to drink, they get a little bit cranky. They'd prefer to have a watering fountain and amenities rather than just sit back and enjoy the beauty of a unicorn field. I mean, look at that. Isn't that lovely? I would be happy with this. This is so lovely. Come on. Gorgeous, gorgeous. That's a good unicorn posing in the flower field like that. Even though like there's just nothing but, oh my gosh, come on. It's endless rain here, but this is quite pretty. Even though the poop scooper man is like standing right next to him. Come on, I'm just trying to have like a beautiful unicorn forest, please. Oh, I like it. I like it, you guys. This is very nice. And the deer are just fussing because they're not enjoying the weather, but I'm sorry. It's just, it's out of my control, little deer. All right, so let's see. Maybe some more. I could tuck a couple. It looks like the ferns are actually pretty forgiving about where they go as well. So we'll try kind of mixing things together. I wish there were some bigger bushes because there's a lemon tree and a white bean and like the crepe myrtle. Well, there are the crepe myrtles. They might be kind of cute as like a little guy, but I don't know if he's going to be, I'm so cold. Oh no, crepe myrtle's not happy here. And then, yeah, it doesn't look like that particular set of cactuses, what the heck? Ferns are very happy. So yeah, this is a little trickier because I can't just put plants wherever the heck I want. And that always takes a moment to get used to, but we'll go ahead and throw these guys down. And then I think we'll tuck in some butterflies. There's plenty of nectar for them to enjoy now that we're like totally just filling the area with flowers. And we'll try to do like little patches of it so that not everywhere has to be covered in flowers, but it blends together pretty well. There we go. There we go. All right. And then maybe another patch kind of right up along the edge here. And I'll have to put in a couple azaleas in a little bit. There. Nice. Nice. And we'll put in some butterflies. Come on. Go. There we go. Yeah, I'll put in some butterflies in just a little bit. There we go. That is looking really good. Oh my gosh. That's so pretty. Good job, unicorn. You look gorgeous. Wow, that's pretty. How can people not be impressed by that? They need to come over and be totally blown away by this. Oh, look at that. And there's even the little deer walking by. I wonder how long until the deer start having babies. Lovely. Jeez, that's awesome. How's this deer doing? Is this a happy deer? I'm trying to see. I'm learning about the happy ground. I want to see the happy deer. Yeah, deer number 4 is doing well. And if we come over, they don't want to mate for a while. What about the unicorns? Do you guys, they're getting there. They're getting there, you guys. Slowly but surely, they're thinking about having a unicorn foal. It would be really cool if we could have a unicorn foal before this is all over. All right, so let's go ahead and put down a few of these purple plants. And then we'll try out a few more of the white ones. There we go. Maybe one of these guys, one of these guys. Maybe an almond tree sort of just tucked in there. No. See, the almond tree is just too pink to me. It doesn't blend in very well. And then maybe like a small little cluster of flowers back here. And I wish there was some way to like put down a grass or something for the forest, but I actually really like how this has turned out. Very nice. And we'll definitely sprinkle a few azaleas around. It doesn't look like I even have to add butterflies because they just showed up on their own. So power to you guys, little butterflies. Oh no, it's snowing. Stay alive, my precious plants. I have just put all of you guys down to lose you. No. Oh, and they're not even, are you guys going to come into the barn? Oh, look at that. We've got one little deer inside the barn. It's taken up the whole thing. That's kind of funny. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. It's so dark. Like, look at the snow. It's kind of pretty. It's kind of pretty. I'm not gonna lie. Wow. It's kind of pretty, you guys. Even though now we can't see our beautiful grass. All right, you're laying down. Are you still doing well? Yeah, still thinking about having potentially a baby. We can actually make that fast forward because we're not really that worried about what happens to our guests at the moment. All right, what's this? Park rating? Ooh, our park rating is pretty low, you guys. You would think it would get automatically super high because hello, unicorns, but apparently that's not the case. That's fine. Actually have to treat our guests semi-decently. That's always important to do. After all, if you're running a zoo or a facility like this, then you're trying, hopefully, to educate people about the natural world. Not that educating them about unicorns is really relevant to that, but you guys know what I mean. All right, let me see if I can find where the heck the azalea went. There it is. All right, so here's our azaleas, and I do want to add in a few of them because I think they're pretty cool. And then I have to come over and make sure I do just a little spot of ground under them. That's different than everywhere else. There we go. Come on, come on. There you go. Come on. You're gonna be happy. There, happy little azaleas. All right, I think we've nearly made the unicorn flower meadows. We'll tuck a couple more flower patches like over here, and then maybe another flower patch in a couple other spots because I really want to make sure that it just looks nice. And plants, do you see how quickly the plants sort of fill everything in? And maybe another one, yeah, down around here. We'll do a little flower patch about here. And then once that is done, we might look into adding, say, a fox or maybe some chickens. We could have forest chickens, or we might see about adding in, there we go. This would be pretty good actually, like connect up this area. Or we might see about adding in some bunnies. I could definitely see some bunnies hopping around and doing quite well over here. There we go. You know what? We can even fill, I'm gonna go ahead and be a little bit overzealous with the flowers over here. Come on, this is so pretty. People better appreciate this. We've definitely upped the game a little bit from the small little patch of flowers that this started out as. Nice. I like it. I like it. I'm pretty happy with it. All right, there we go. All right, so there, now we have made the unicorn flower meadow. Like I said, we didn't connect everything together, mostly just so that we can give the animals in the game a chance to just have some free space to see everybody, especially when the babies start. Unicorn 1 is pregnant! Really? Unicorn 1! Congratulations! Unicorn 1 is expecting in 346 days. We're gonna have a unicorn baby! Well, that is an awesome note to kind of leave things off on. I guess I kind of want to wait until summer comes back or spring comes before I start putting in more animals over here. So next time we will start taking care of our guests and putting down some guest facilities down here, and maybe even thinking about another exhibit or two, especially because we still have dragons to look into, and who knows how long it takes before they give birth or maybe lay eggs. Who knows how the dragons here work? We're gonna have to find out. That's the whole point. But all right, I love our new fields. I think that the for what we had to work with, this actually turned out really, really pretty. This is really lovely actually, and I love how the deer are just showing up left and right. Maybe we'll have to check if the deer are gonna have babies next too. But all right, you guys, I'll see you all next time. Bye bye.